Good morning and happy George Price Day to all. I am Eliud Miller and I will be your Director of Ceremonies this morning. On September 21st, 1981, the day Belize gained its independence, the first Prime Minister, Right Honorable George Cadle Price, concluded official ceremonies in Belmopan and returned to his Pickstock home in the vintage Land Rover Defender just behind me. True to his character and vision, he marked the occasion by planting a mahogany sapling in his backyard, a gesture that was as symbolic as it was purposeful. The original tree fell due to a natural disaster that came along, but trees from its seeds continue to thrive within his yard. You, of course, will have the opportunity to see these trees later today, as they stand as enduring symbols of his commitment to building a strong and unified Belize. As we gather here to honor his legacy, let us be reminded of his vision and sense of duty to our nation, inspiring us to continue the work he started.
Good morning again and happy George Price Day. It is my pleasure to extend a warm welcome to Belize City and to today's official ceremonies. It was here that George Price took his first steps towards transforming Belize into the proud and free nation we are today. From town meetings to cabinet, and from colonialism to independence. Throughout his time, his vision was rooted in service. Service to the people, service to the community, and service to the land. So it makes me truly happy to witness today's inception of the Price Botanical Garden and viewing of this special street exhibit at his official residence right next to us. Price Botanical Garden symbolizes growth, it symbolizes resilience, and it symbolizes hope. Values that Mr. Price held dear to his heart.
My talk today also wants to center about the collaborative work that we need to do. And one of that collaborative effort that we can do is, of course, to plant trees. So I am glad that at this occasion, it is highlighted of a botanical garden. And when we were asked about it, of course, MCA would have had to say yes, because that is what we do, protection of forests. So it is timely and it is also historical, and we are glad, extremely glad, that the botanical garden is going to be occurring here in Belize City and at the yard.
So my friends, we gather at the Price family home here on Pickstock Street in Belize City. Just a few months ago, we stood here signing an MOU with the Price family to transform this space into a historical site, a place of memory, and more importantly, a hub for public education. Today we seize this opportunity to unveil some exciting initiatives. A new book of George Price's letter. So the new book that you will receive, that we're unveiling today, Good Belizeans, is a carefully curated collection of letters written by George Price. The title is drawn from a line he penned on September 16th, 1965, when he said, and he wrote, "You are good Belizeans." This is the letter, the same letter that was read to you. "And when more of us unite to build a nation, we shall gain independence in a quicker time." These letters housed at the Belize Archives and Records Service under the Ministry of Education span a wide range of topics, from national unity and independence to environmental concerns and development. So I invite all Belizeans to download Good Belizeans for free from our ministry's 501 Academy website. On this George Price Day 2025, it is my great honor to announce that our government will begin developing a botanical garden in the yard of the Price family home.
Good morning and happy George Price Day. These are 4 simple words that carry a profound significance for all of us here in Belize. Just 4 short years ago, my government had the immense honor and privilege of declaring January 15th, the birthday of our national hero and the father of the nation, George Price, a national holiday. And I remember many times I would be speaking with Mr. Price. I had the privilege to be a member of a cabinet where he was during his last term, and he was seated next to me in the cabinet room. And many times I would look at him and say, well, how did you all do all of this? And in his humility, he would always say, you know, back then things are so much easier than today. Today it's so much more complex. But in his humility, he would never accept that, you know, the great challenges that he met, and in many instances where you have the superpowers of the world trying to tell him you cannot keep this country that you call Belize in its full, without giving something to Guatemala. And so I always use that as a guiding example as to what would he do when I'm finding these challenges. His approach to leadership was simple, but yet very powerful. He framed even the most complex matters in ways that were easy to understand, always offering clear guidance and direction. His thoughts were minimalist, but always profound. His clarity of vision was unmatched. He had an economy of words that was way ahead of his time, even before social media platforms.
We are told from the family that Mr. Price, on the day of independence, returned home and planted this mahogany tree. The tree is now fallen, but we think it is still beautiful. And this will be the inception of the Price Botanical Garden. We are asking our Prime Minister, Governor General, and Minister of Culture, along with, of course, other ministers that are available, and our friend Mr. Manzanero from MCD, to help us to plant these 3 important species that we have. First is the Tate, which ignited the work of MCD and the mobilization. We have the Alspice, which is central to the Caribbean. And some islands like Grenada are known as the spice country. We have as well the soursop, native to Central America. And the reason for this is to say Mr. Price's dream and articulation was always to lead Central America in the heart of the Caribbean basin. And so, Your Excellencies, if you can please proceed, and if you're willing, with your hand touch the soil and to finalize the planting of these seedlings.